Hello dear viewers, and welcome to today's video of Skyrim. In this video, we will follow the adventures of the Orcsmith, a creature whose smithing skills know no equal. Having no recollection of his past, the Orcsmith finds himself captive of the Imperial ambush, and is soon headed for the execution block. But a dragon storms Helgen, and the Orcsmith manages to escape with Ralof into the Helgen Keep. Fighting his way through the Imperial forces and the cave's inhabitants, he finally gets out and is now a free man. Following Ralof's advice, the Orcsmith heads for the nearest village, Riverwood. As soon as he enters the village, he is drawn by the warmth of the local blacksmith's forge. Eager to practice the craft, he asks Alvar the blacksmith if he needs help around the forge. Alvar is quickly impressed of his new apprentice, as every piece of armor is sturdy and has astonishing detail. The Orcsmith feels like he found his new purpose, as he now thanks Alvar for his teachings and goes on to gather new materials to craft a new armor. Before he leaves Riverwood, he trades with Lucan Valerius and purchases a weapon to aid him in his adventures. Having a keen eye for details, the Orcsmith noticed a mine on his way to Riverwood. He presumes there would be sufficient materials there to craft his new armor. As he enters the mine, he treads carefully as he is in unknown territory and is soon greeted by a trap. Leaving unscathed from the trap, he soon fights two bandits. His strong racial power, berserker rage, lets him overpower enemies even when he is outnumbered. He uses it on every skirmish to get the upper hand. Eventually, he clears the mine of bandits and loot, grabs a pickaxe, and starts mining for iron ores. He now heads for Whiterun, as he figures there'd be a smelter to turn his iron ores into ingots. Whiterun is a big and prosperous town with many opportunities, but Orcsmith rolls up his sleeves and gets to smithing. He is able to craft a sturdy but stylish armor and feels good about himself. He keeps working and mining, trading items to the blacksmith as he sees fit. Soon, his craftsmanship improves and is able to craft dwarven items. Having heard of a city built on top of dwarven ruins, Orcsmith figures this is where he'd find the answers to crafting dwarven armor and weapons. He books a carriage to Markarth, hoping he'd find what he's looking for. Being greeted by a backstabber prick as he enters the city gates, Orcsmith whoops his ass and proceeds carefully as Markarth seems a hostile place. Asking left and right, all directions point to Calcelmo, the court wizard. Orcsmith agrees on helping Calcelmo eliminate the threat, as he is the man with the keys of the Dwemer Museum and has a lot of knowledge and influence. Acquiring the key of Nchuanzel, Orcsmith enters the dungeon. He finds various Dwemer artifacts and materials, and collects them to smelt later. Making his way through the dungeon and clearing the threats, he soon faces Nimhe, the poisonous one. Orcsmith fights her with all he can, but is unable to even make a scratch on Nimhe, so he retreats. Using the Dwemer materials from the dungeon, Orcsmith smelts himself some dwarven ingots, which he then uses to craft a beautiful, shiny dwarven armor set. And a warhammer, of course, for skull crushing. He then proceeds to patiently wait for a full month for dungeons to refresh so he can earn some septims and materials. By the way, you can find a quick tutorial on how to make waiting in Skyrim so much faster. Just click on the card up above. He proceeds to grind for a while, violate bandits, then hitch a ride to Riften. There he takes some lessons from the blacksmith to develop his skills, in exchange of gold coins, until he hits level 50 and unlocks Orcish Smithing. This is the end of the first part of this run. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!